Okay, so I'm going to just do quick highlights of this Pactimo Torrent Rain Shell. The fabric it's called 37.5 technology. It's very similar to a typical multi-layer shell that you've seen for years from many other brands. So it has a nice stretch to it. It's very stretchy. It's got a four-way stretch, but it's a multi-layer. You can't really see it probably in the video. But you've got an outer fabric that then is bonded with an inner fabric. And this is, I shouldn't say fabric, it's more of a membrane. And that membrane allows moisture to expel through evaporation, but it's waterproof. You've got a waterproof zipper. It's a two-way zipper, which is an absolute must for any jacket or vest. I think if they don't have a two-way zipper, it's frustrating. You want to get access to jersey pockets underneath. Speaking of pockets, it does have a side zippered pocket for securing items on the go, and then it's got this double mesh back pocket. Just two. It's a divided pocket, so it's got two sides. The mesh is great because it allows moisture to escape, but it does kind of, things feel a little bit insecure in there, and the pocket does sit really low. Speaking of low, it does have this nice drop tail for coverage, which is important. Something else to note, the collar is a good height. It's not too tall. It's a great diameter, and it works well with a mid layer like this Polartec Alpha mid layer. And this I've got a sleeveless base, this Polartec Alpha mid layer, and then the Torrent shell, and it's in the low 40s, and I'm quite comfortable. I've been riding with this setup for pretty much a lot of the winter so far here in Utah. The sleeve cuffs do have this kind of asymmetrical kind of drop cuff like this that adds extra coverage between your gloves and your wrist. It does get a little bit wonky with some gloves that you kind of don't know whether you want to put the gauntlet on top or under. With these Pearl Izumis, I tend to try and get it to stay on top. It doesn't stay on top. It's weird underneath, so that does get kind of a little bit wonky. Outside of that, the breathability has been great. It's been on par with other much more expensive pieces. The fit is nice and streamlined. I am 5'11", about 175 pounds in the winter, and that is the Pactimo Torrent Rain Shell.